8 PM and I've landed in Ukraine. It's -10. So I've just stepped off the bus. I'm at the main train station now and about to collect my luggage and then head towards the metro. Stepped off the metro and I've caught a bus into Central Station for £2.70 and then from Central train station to the centre of Kyiv right here it was about 30p for a metro ride, 3 stops along the track. So I'm in the centre of Kyiv now. Update, I've found the hotel. It's just about 2-3 minutes walk from the metro station. I'm going to try not to complain too much about the cold on these videos, but boy is it hitting my hands and my face now. It's -12 and it is absolutely bitterly cold. But as I say, the good news, see down here there's snow on the ground. That's not going anywhere. And there's my hotel. It used to be called the Hotel Moscow, but since the revolution, which I'll learn more about tomorrow, it's now called Hotel Ukraine. Here we go, this is the room. Looks pretty good to me. It's where I'm going to be spending the next 4 days, 3 nights. And the time is getting on to 11:15. So I think I'm going to get myself an early night, get up in the morning for breakfast, and then get on a walking tour which starts about 2 minutes away in Independence Square. Good morning, I've arrived in Ukraine and I'm heading to Independence Square where I'm picking up a walking tour about the revolution at 10:30, so in about 5 minutes time. There's a lot of tension over here at the moment because of the 2014 revolution where Ukraine moved away from Russian influence and more towards the EU and Europe. More westernized, I guess you could say. So I'm heading to Independence Square, which is just 2 minutes walk from the hotel, to learn a little bit more about the revolution. So the tour has started in Independence Square. We're heading down now to the metro. There were 2 revolutions here, the Orange Revolution in 2004 and then what they call the Euro Revolution or the Maidan Revolution in 2014. The revolution of 2014 is known by a few different names. The Euromaidan Revolution, 2014 Revolution, and also the Revolution of Dignity. This is the other side of the road on Independence Square and it has a number of pictures up that document what happened in 2014. But also over here is another interesting map that shows you the areas and who dominated which areas. The red is the protesters, so that's kind of where I am at the moment, and the blue is controlled by the riot police. That's the area of the presidential palace and government buildings, administration centres, and the protesters kind of started to move in that direction. Just all over this street, used to be called University Street, are memorials of those who died during the revolution. See these trees on the right hand side here. They all have memorials on them, and the reason for that is because when the snipers started shooting, they began shooting from atop that yellow building there. And many of the protesters, so the guide said, tried to use these trees to avoid the bullets. Many were unsuccessful though. So this is a memorial to all those who died in the revolution. And then just behind me here is a chapel. Walking tour's just ended, so I'm going to jump on the metro now, and I'm going to visit a museum about one of the world's worst nuclear disasters. Just bought myself 2 tokens to ride the metro to the museum and back again. They're just little plastic tokens, unbelievable really. 30p each, 30p a ride, that is a bargain. This is the station where I've just purchased them from, underneath Independence Square. It's a lot warmer down here, the camera keeps misting up. Anyhow, I'm going to go and catch the train. April 1986, 1:23 in the morning, Moscow time. One of the nuclear reactors at Chernobyl nuclear power plant began to melt down. The location of the museum is actually placed into an old fire station that was built in 1912. It was chosen as a site for the museum because this is where a lot of fire engines were sent from when the explosion happened. Check out these old trams, Soviet era, drivers waving. So I've just come up from the metro, I'm back in Independence Square, and just about to start, as I might have said before, second walking tour of the day. This is a unique styled building here in Kyiv. It's the National Bank of Ukraine. Originally built, believed, between 1902 and 5, and then the top 2 floors were added in 1934. Lots of security around, and that's because we're at the Parliament building of Ukraine. And then over the other side of the road, apparently that's a restaurant for the parliamentarians. Walking now over a bridge officially called Park Bridge, but the locals call it the Bridge of Love. As you can see, we've got some locks on here, but not that many because there were so many put on. It weighed so much, something like 2 ton worth of locks, they had to cut them all off. So what happens? People start putting them on again. Oh my goodness, look at that car. It's just spinning around. So I'm back in Independence Square. You can see the statue behind me, and then behind that is the hotel I'm staying at, the Hotel Ukraine. The walking tour has finished, so I'm going to go and warm up and go and get some dinner. I've been back to the hotel and warmed up, put my batteries on charge, ready for tomorrow. I think because the weather's particularly cold, the batteries drain really quickly. I'm at St. Sophia's Cathedral, which is behind me. You can see the bell tower there. And there's another cathedral behind the camera. So I'm going to take a slow walk down to that to have a closer look. So I just looked it up, and this is St. Michael's Monastery. Not sure if I can get any closer. Probably the same thing as the other building that I was just passing. Couldn't really get that close to it. So the answer to my question is no, I can't get anywhere near it this time of night. The monks just closed the door. I'm definitely going to come back here tomorrow morning. I'm in some kind of park area. There's snow on the ground. There is snow forecast for tonight and tomorrow as well. First snowman or woman, not sure which. Can't even see a face, but it's definitely got the shape of one. Going to be plenty more snow tomorrow to build snowmen or women. It's really icy on this pathway now. It is just solid ice on top of it. Got to be really careful actually, especially while you're skidding.